Instagram, I asked you guys if you were interested in seeing a studio tour, and all of you guys 100% said yes, you did want to see that kind of video. So here we are. This is going to be that video. It's going to be super casual. I'm in workout clothes right now because I have some cleaning to do, practicing some other work, and then I'm hoping to go on a run this afternoon, although it's lunchtime and there are already clouds rolling in, which in Florida is not a very good sign. It's probably going to rain like it does most summer days, but that's okay. Also, apologies in advance because it is super cloudy and kind of drizzly right now. I'm hoping the lighting is okay for most of the video. I'm gonna try to fix it in color correction, but just bear with me. So hopefully this is like what you wanted. I know I showed off some equipment in one of my recording Q&A videos, but I don't know if you've actually seen like the setup, you know? I've always had this giant desk that is my husband's, but now I use it a lot, that we lovingly call Mega Desk, like from The Office, yes. I was lucky that we already owned a gaming PC, so it was very high powered, so I'm very lucky that I can easily edit audio and video without like my computer crashing on me. That was a blessing that we just already had that. My favorite part about this new setup is the accessibility of everything, so if you're watching this, maybe trying to see like, I want to make some of these videos, let's get some tips from this. It is so much easier when things are accessible. So I love that sitting at my desk, it's really easy for me to have these lights here on me. Like I even have one turned on now just because it's so rainy outside. I have these lights here so I never have to break them down and set them up. I used to do that every single time. I used to use them even sometimes for pictures, which became a real pain in the butt, but like, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Another thing that's really nice is with the setup with the shears that I have, the shears with the lights. There are some other things that I can do to decorate it. I can have the lights on or off is one really easy option, but actually I have some surprises coming up that it's basically different ways to decorate the curtains or have different backgrounds so that I can vary my covers that way. I also use my Focus right now for recording. That is the red box sitting on the desk. I used to use the PreSonus Fire Studio, which is in a rack beneath the desk by the actual computer, like the motherboard, if you will. But I really prefer using the Focus right now. I think it's just out of simplicity, out of ease. The PreSonus is something I will always keep so long as I have the right equipment to use it. It requires special equipment that's not really made anymore. But as long as I have that and all that I need for it, I'll keep it because it has, I can check right now, it has 8 mic hookups. And I can use 8 mics at once. That's awesome and very expensive. And I would really not want to invest in that again unless I absolutely have to. However, right now, with my current recording setup, I only use one microphone and the Focusrite can do 1 or 2. So I use that. I also use 2 keyboards and 2 mice. Two of these. I guess plural that'd be mice, but whatever. I use 2 of these, and they're each hooked up to different computers. So whenever I record audio, I not only have 2 screens, I also sometimes set up in the corner right over there a MacBook, which is how I record on GarageBand. So I actually have like a 3 monitor setup, and one of these is hooked up to the MacBook. The other one that I pull out from the desk itself is connected to the computer that is here for good. I do feel like this room is a little bland. One thing I'm looking to add really to the entire house are curtains, wall art, just general filling in some of the gaps a little bit. One thing I know I can add to this space though is some soundboards, some sound panels to hopefully also improve the recordings, deaden up the room so it's a little easier to EQ as I slowly learn how to get better at that. My father-in-law has actually started making me some sound panels, which is super sweet. They got new carpet, and so they took the extra carpet that they had and he made it into this cool little board that I'm just gonna put some maybe burlap or some fabric over it, make it a little decorative, and hang it around the room so it looks a little nicer. With those additions, the curtains and the soundboards, I think this will finally be complete. But until then, it's perfectly functional and I love it. It gets the job done for sure. The next room that I work in now is a room that's kind of for work, but also really to kind of get away and just like have a cup of tea or coffee if you want it. It's a room we call the library, and it is called that because that is where we are going to keep a majority of our books and all of the music that we have. The chair and the wall art that is in that room has already been seen in a video I made to help middle schoolers decide if they want to play horn or not, or if you're just interested in playing horn maybe. This is now also where I keep my drafting desk and a lot of my paints and art supplies. So really that room with the awesome new chair, it's a great place for me to kind of just go and have a break from things, especially since I do so much of my work from home. That's kind of my room to go to where it's not work anymore. I can do whatever I want. This is also now where I teach private lessons, and it makes a pretty cool environment, so hopefully my students like it too. There's not really much else to show for the studio or my workspace. I plan on doing extra videos on top of my covers every week, so hopefully posting 2 a week. And because of that, you will be seeing a lot more of inside of the house. That's where I'll be doing a lot of recording, as well as around like the city I live in now. I hope you enjoyed this little look into my studio setup, and as always, if there's anything you have questions about or you'd like to ask me, let me know in the comments below. I cannot thank you enough for watching this video and supporting me, and I can't wait to show you around more of the house in the future. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.